welcome to Allot 360, Talking with Experts. Today, we're here with Itay Glik, AVP of Network and Cloud Security at Allot. Hello, Itay. So tell me, what are the security requirements that mobile network operators face, and how are they different than those that enterprise security faces?
The first difference is that this is a very easy to access network. Usually in the enterprise, you will have mechanisms like a VPN, authentication, but here anybody can just buy a SIM and get into the network. The second is that this is a huge network. If in a typical organization you have 10,000 employees, imagine a cellular network with tens of millions of subscribers connected, and even more when there is IoT devices in place. And the third issue is actually that they have a multiple amount of deployments. It's deployed at each and every Mac, and it has roughly thousands of different deployments compared to an organization which will have about 200 deployments in a very big organization. So it's a very high scale network to protect. Another issue which is very important in the network security is that there is a huge amount of applications that are now in your network, and you're not aware of them. You don't know who is correct and who is incorrect, who is malicious and who is not. And in your enterprise, you have specific amount of applications that you are well aware of and you understand them. So it's a much more complex to understand what is legit and what is not.
So with these differences of background, what is creating all the extra excitement about the coming of 5G?
Well, Michael, 5G is a very exciting technology. It allows us to enhance our experience. We can now experience new things in new scale. We can embed ourselves into a new scenario, and we can enjoy actual real-time feedback for things. Imagine augmented reality, imagine 4K, imagine doing sport exercises in a group which are all connected remotely together with a trainer on top of you and constantly seeing what you're doing, and everything is real-time, everything is with real feedback. Imagine telemedicine applications, imagine autonomous cars applications. All of them are very exciting and allow us to have a better life at the end, more easier life. What we need to understand is that those technologies comes with a lot of technology requirements. New technology need to be introduced that support those unique quality of experience that will now be used by us. But imagine how much security is now important for them. Imagine your autonomous car being delayed by a few milliseconds because of an attack. You need to make sure that this does not affect the security and your application. And this is why 5G is exciting, because it allows us to have new possibilities, but also new challenges.
Okay, so the experience and the applications are going to be different, but are the security challenges really different than what we faced in 3G and 4G?
The first issue and the most important one is that you need to be inline. If in the past you could have been outside of the network to perform the security task, now you need to be inline and monitor everything in real time, because the actual SLA of the customer is very strict. This implies both for communication going outside of the network, but also for communication going inside the network. This is also relevant for the MACs, the mobile edge cores that you now have in your network, and you need to protect from any attack to those as well. The second item is the massive IoT. In the 5G network, you would have ultra-reliable, low-latency communication devices, and they would be at the magnitude of 10-fold the number of human subscribers in the network. This brings a lot of new devices in the network, and each and every one of them, also with 5G, deserves a very high bandwidth. Those devices would be used by attackers to facilitate more attacks. They would try to exploit them and gain control of them. And the IoT devices, one of the main problems for those devices is that they have almost no security built in. They need to be constantly patched, and eventually nobody patches them. So the attackers know that the attackers are trying to get them and to compromise them, and our job is to protect them from being compromised, to protect them by being used for an attack after they're being compromised. So these are the main difference for the 5G.
So the challenges are different for 5G. How does Allot help the mobile network operators meet these challenges?
Allot has a suite of capabilities that are in place in order to allow the mobile network operator to gain visibility of the network and to protect it constantly. One of the main technologies that Allot has is the deep packet inspection technology, allowing first for visibility for the mobile network operator to see and understand what's going on in the network, what applications are being used and by which subscribers, even when those applications are encrypted. Then it allows us to prioritize some of the critical applications on top of others in order to maintain quality of experience for the users. Third, all of this is done inline, inside the traffic, allowing the system to immediately react to prioritization requests or to security events that we are seeing. And then we have the infrastructure layer. We are now able to support cloud native and required to support cloud native and lifecycle management in order to allow for flexible compute requirements. Imagine that there is now, everybody is driving to work and there is a huge load of traffic in a specific cell. You want to increase the capacity of that cell immediately. So we are now supporting that. And when we are going back home, we need to change the entire network topology because everybody is moving, and with that come new servers at the different areas. And now everybody is going back and seeing a 4K video. We need to extend the required traffic analysis for that area and the security traffic for that. So the network is very fluid and very flexible, and we need to support that in 5G in order for it to be very cost effective and very accurate. We need to protect from security events coming inside of the network and coming from the outside to the network. We need to support the interconnection between new enterprise third-party applications in the Mac and the subscribers which are residing in the same Mac, and to protect and make sure that that separation is maintained to protect both of them. Okay, so there are a lot of things that needs to constantly be done in a solution that protects your 5G user plane.
Well, it sounds like 5G is really coming, the hype is justified, and there are a lot of challenges as a result. And it sounds like Allot is ready with a solution to help keep that 5G network secure. Thank you, Itay, and thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you at the next episode of Allot 360.